sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking for room. It's Harden. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. They go to the draw. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Second and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Working that left side now. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. From the gun. Rushes on him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Touchdown, LSU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Now they'll run it on the toss. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Tight end now in motion. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Hard running there. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll pull it on the read. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Gives it to the back on the draw.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Now improvising. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Gathers. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Coleman. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start for in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Trying to turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Pulls it in. It's Parker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, LSU. He got a step and just dusted the field. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 10 over Liberty. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Nelson. The short hands, it's Andrews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Quick release on the RPO. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on his numbers on the slant. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the air, it's Nelson. Going for it all. Touchdown, Utah! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from in, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They want to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Utes! Fit it in the window for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's open on the right, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds him out of the backfield.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down, looking for more. Oh, a lot of space. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Now adjusting. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Quick timeout. The offense to save precious seconds. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Utah! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift they can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.